men and work. Women and men working. Women and men working. What?
In any case, anytime where people, look, men in general are always going to be more powerful than women. Because really, there's no woman who can really exert her will on another man. The only way a woman can exert her will on you is by leveraging the power of other men who seek to protect her from other men.
I can't stay away. I can't stay away.
Like, I'm gonna tell my brothers. In this case, it's I'm going to make the man in charge of the company so afraid of a lawsuit or bad publicity that he's got to do something about you if you offend me. So
Yeah.
I mean that's really what it's all about.
Right.
And so when you look at Chris Brown, I mean, really, people are on Chris Brown's side with the what's her name, Keely Williams, whatever the hell her name is, the chick that got spun out from 3LW.
Yeah, that chick. Yeah.
You know, and she was just like, "Oh my
That
god,
chick. Yeah, that chick.
You know, this is one thing I took from that whole exchange. I did not realize that shit that happened with Rihanna was a decade and a half ago.
Yeah, it was. It was a long time ago.
Like, for some reason, I just thought that was like 5 years ago or some shit. But it really was 15 years ago. So now I'm like, damn, that really was a long time ago. And why are people still bringing that up? That's probably why he didn't win the Grammy, and he was mad at Robert. He wasn't mad at Robert Glasper, but he was like, yo, who the fuck is Robert Glasper?
Right. I know Robert Glasper. That's funny. I played with Robert Glasper at Profit Bar in 2017. I got the whole thing on film and stuff. And he's an incredibly talented guy. And he's not a square at all. He's a whole asshole. Whenever he wants to be. I mean, he's the kind of guy that would be like, "What the fuck is this guy?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's the guy that would say that. It's funny how Chris is saying it to him.
You know what's funny? The R&B dudes have the craziest egos.
Yeah, his ego.
Like you would think it would be the rappers.
I wouldn't say his ego crazy. The guy just knows what he's doing really a lot. He's just so much ahead of the room in the space that Robert Glasper just kind of runs it. Like when I was on stage with him, it was like, he was, and it was like open mic type of thing, and we just ran a set or two, and it was like, but that was the day. It was like an open mic type, because after I got off, then it was like an open mic thing, and it was like, but the guy was so ahead of everybody in the space that he just could run the space very well, and everyone listened to him, and you didn't mind listening to him because he just knows the space.
Because he knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. But he's the kind of guy, he has a personality of, who the fuck is this guy? He has that personality. Yeah. And it's so funny. Chris hit him with that shit. Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, and I mean...
And then apologized once he realized this is the guy that did all the keys on Miseducation from Lauryn Hill and beyond. So many things.
Yeah,
so many.
I mean,
this guy's got
extensive
Chris,
list. For Chris has been catching slander, not slander, because people have a right to be, I guess, upset with him over certain shit, but I think he's missed out on certain opportunities. He's missed out definitely on certain awards. I think like a couple years ago they were supposed to do like a Michael Jackson tribute. I forget which award show it was.
They've done so many Michael Jackson tributes,
but they canceled. Chris Brown was supposed to do it, and they canceled it at the last minute because I'm guessing some people would have been upset. Like, oh my God! Well, he has a domestic violence charge against Rihanna from a decade and a half ago, and we can't have him on TV. Meanwhile, it's just like, look, he paid his debt to society. Rihanna, who was actually hurt by his actions, she's forgiven him.
She ain't said nothing about it all, and she ain't said nothing about it since it came out. Since she brought it to the public's attention, she ain't said nothing about it. And it's really, she didn't even bring it. The police did. The news brought it to the, because her face was crazy, But man, that's. But think about like women and men in positions to they're in two different positions. Like men, we can't like think about Joyner Lucas bringing all that attention to Karen Civil, saying she robbed me for
Right.
60 grand. My last 60 grand I had, only 60 grand I had to blow myself up. I couldn't do nothing after that. I went to depression, deep depression. It almost killed me as a human being the way she did me. And no backlash came from her. She didn't get canceled from anything. She didn't, and she's still getting work and she's still posting and look like she's living her best life. It didn't affect her in any way. But if a woman was to say that about a man, it would just tear him down. And
I
I'm
mean,
saying,
case in point, remember Kesha?
yeah,
And what was it, Dr. Luke? And she said, for years, he was sexually assaulting me and all this other shit. And of course, like women do, they never file criminal charges. They always go to civil court.
Yeah,
And do all this other shit because, of course, civil court always has a lower burden of proof. And
you're right.
and it is. And
I think the HR department at jobs is just to protect women.
it's really to protect the company.
It's supposed to be, but I'm saying when it comes to HR, like men can't complain.
So
I'm talking to get the job. It's to protect the company when you get the job, but after you work there, what is it? What is the HR department there for?
You know who
after you
Lily
work there?
Ledbetter is?
Who?
Lily Ledbetter.
Lil Ledbetter. That was the girl that did that fought to get paid equal pay for equal work. That's the bill that Obama signed in 2009.
So
yeah,
basically, she was the first person that was like, "Hey, you can't sexually harass me."
right.
There
Oh,
was
that's what it was. Yeah,
There was a movie about it,
Right.
all that jazz. And so what happens is, and this is the issue with men and women working in the workplace. Interactions between men and women always have an undercurrent of sexual tension. Period.
right.
Now, men are predisposed.
Naturally, because we're animals first.
Yeah, men are predisposed to try to get with women. And so are women, but women, by their very nature, are way more selective. And so, in many cases, harassment takes two forms. This guy expressed interest in me. He's flirting with me. Whatever he's trying to do, I don't like him like that. I'm not attracted to him. So this attention is unwarranted. And two, my boss thinks I'm attractive. He always compliments me on how I dress. He's making little comments. And so I feel as if I have to lean into that. Maybe accept some flirting that I'm not comfortable with, or even do more
Right.
in order to succeed. Now, now in the case of Harvey Weinstein, now he got convicted of what he was accused of in many cases. But I guarantee you, some of those women, they understood what they were doing. Hey, you know what? If I gotta suck this nigga dick, let him get some pussy, but I'm gonna make $20 million a film, fuck it. Now other chicks, they rightfully feel like, yo, I shouldn't have to do no shit like this. Like, can I act or not?
Right. Right.
Or other chicks, they might have did some shit expecting a quid pro quo, and it didn't go the way they thought. So they felt like they were not getting what they were supposed to get. In any case, there's a power disparity there. A man who has power is able to leverage that to get some sexual attention, to get some sexual favors
Right.
from someone who otherwise would not want to give it to him. They're tired of paying settlements. I mean, hell, you look at this shit right now, you know, every time you hear about an executive at a company getting taken down, it's, oh, well, he was fucking one of, like, hell, Ume Udoka from
Bingo.
from the Celtics.
Right.
He fucking some of the employees there. You think if let's say he was just a quality control coach. That's just the guy that cuts up the film
Right.
for the players so they can study. You think he's able to fuck them female staffers? I mean, he might have been able to, but nigga, you the coach. You the
Right.
face, you
Right.
basically the face of the franchise.
Right.
You doing all the press conferences. You able to leverage that.
Right.
Hey, you know, I can put in a good word with the GM. You trying to get this job or whatever. You know, now that may not be the case, but even the appearance of impropriety will get a powerful man removed. Because wherever there's a power disparity, especially where someone works, the more powerful party's always going to take the L.
Yeah.
And that's good and that's also bad because a lot, you know, Ume Udoka, all his business got put out there. We still don't know the name of those women. Now,
That's crazy, huh?
the way I look at it, I'm
You don't know
like,
the name of the women at all. The women,
because
yeah.
from what I can tell,
But we kind of have to protect the women's names because it's a different kind of world for them when their names are brought up. It's a different kind of world.
elaborate.
Women can't really take threats well. Women can't take public
Ridicule?
shame well, ridicule well. They don't take it well. Women can't take criticism well, much less that.
So is it that they're incapable of taking it, or we just don't want them to take it?
I don't
at
think
all?
they're incapable of it. I'm saying they don't tend to. Not that they don't always take. They don't tend to take criticism that much like men do. They don't take it like that. Women will cover up a mistake. Men will say, "Oh, that's how it was." A man will look in the mirror and say, "Okay, I got a big nose. Well, I'm finna take my big nose ass to school and try to get a girl with this." You know, and a woman will be like, "I have a big nose. I have to change this or try." I mean, come on, how many women out there? Come on, be honest. Like,
I mean,
that didn't
plastic
try
surgery-
to shrink your nose or try to do something with yourself and make your
know-
breasts bigger. Or like women try to change stuff about themselves, and
Because women
you know,
inherently understand that what they look like, for the most part, is 80% of their value.
right.
Well, you know, that's. I'm not saying that's
That's not
shit.
true, but it's true. You
Well,
know,
I mean, okay, let's looks matter, especially for women, because what is the nature of being female? You carry the offspring of the species.
Right.
When you're pregnant, you're vulnerable. Hell, women are vulnerable in general. They're weaker,
Right.
they're slower than the average man. Their grip strength is 2 orders of magnitude less than the average man. That's why none of them can really open pickle jars.
Right.
This is simple grip strength.
Right.
They have different types of reflexes. Now, this is all facts. This isn't, oh my God, men are superior to women. We are physically. It goes by saying this is what a man should never hit a woman. Men in general are more powerful. We are.
Right.
You know, that's why so many women be like, I'm afraid to walk to my car at night because a strange man might come attack me. And they know they're largely defenseless. Just like if you put me in a cage with a gorilla, I'm largely defenseless. I can't do shit with that gorilla.
Right.
And I'm a 325-pound man.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would get torn to shreds against a gorilla. That is
Right.
the average woman, even if she weighs the same as a man.
What if a woman play, you know, we know women are not physically stronger than men, but when it comes down to a spiritual kind of strength that women have, women can bear some shit, man. Women can take some shit, man. Like, seriously, they can take some serious shit. Like, 9 months, I'm not just using this, but 9 months of pregnancy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pregnancy has insane effects on
Boy.
the woman's body. Gestational diabetes.
But But I'm saying,
Gestational
but they
hypertension.
can take it
Yeah, they're. I mean,
for a long time. Like men can't take a piece of fragment of that. If you was full for 3 hours, you'd be like, okay, I need to go.
yeah. Well, I mean, our bodies are designed for different things.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, women can take some pain and some different things, and that men really can't take.
Well, yeah, women tend to deal more with chronic conditions than men.
Yeah, they deal with sickness different, way better. Like a man is sick, he is weak. He is like, man, out of there.
Well, here's
a
the
woman's
difference.
sick. Women seem like they always sick, like every week. It's like,
Well, no, so there's a difference in how women and men report discomfort or pain. Men tend, like, a lot of men don't go to the doctor's often as they should. If your shoulder hurts, unless you can't really use your arm and do the things you need to do,
right.
you'll deal with it. So, like, they say the pain scale from 1 to 10, right? 8, 9, 10, that's basically, I can't, whatever is hurting, I can't use. It's basically crippling pain.
Right.
That's when we start saying that it hurts. Women, if they feel the slightest bit of discomfort, they're saying something about it.
Right. Right.
And so women say, oh my God, this hurt. And that's why we're like, yo, are you a hypochondriac? What the fuck? You always complaining about shit.
Right.
But women report everything that makes them uncomfortable, everything that hurts. And they tell the doctor all the time. And sometimes men view that as crying wolf because the pain scale doesn't start until it's crippling pain for a lot of men.
I want to hear you do one thing. I want to see you rate some women. I want to see you
What
rate
do you mean,
some.
like,
What do you rate on a scale from 1 to 10? Just looks wise and personality, just all together as what a catch is to you, to a woman. I mean, as far as a woman.
You talking
goes.
about like a specific women?
Yeah, specific women.
Okay.
Like I just want to see what you think.
Okay.
I'm just interested. What is on a scale from 1 to 10? I'm talking about everything included. Include what you want to include. Rate Alicia Keys, 1 to 10.
7.
Why 7?
She's exceptionally attractive, but she's not earth-shatteringly attractive. So let me explain the rating system. 1 to 10. I break it down to 3 tiers. There's 1 through 3. You're exceptionally unattractive. It's about 10% of the population. Typically, if you're exceptionally unattractive, something's wrong with you. You have some kind of defect. You're one of those people on like My 600-Pound Life. You're missing limbs. Someone's thrown acid in your face. In other words, something terrible's happened to you. You're sick. You're paraplegic. You see what I'm saying? These people are basically sexually non-viable.
Right.
And for the most part, it's not your fault.
It's true, though. It's true. Very
Then
true.
the second tier is average attractiveness. 4, 5, 6. If you're a 4, you probably just need to dress better, take better care of yourself, lose some weight. That's about 20% of the population.
Right.
Then there's 5, average attractiveness. There's nothing remarkable about you. Doesn't mean you're ugly. You're just a normal person.
Right.
And the normal person is fuckable. Because most of us are 5s. Most people just fucking. You're not fucking models. You're not fucking super attractive people. You're 5. So that's not an insult for you to be called a 5. 6.
It's not an insult at all.
That's a very. You're slightly above average attractiveness. If you're the difference between a 4 and a 6 is
probably down to a science.
It's probably your diet.
This is the science of the 10.
It's probably your skincare regimen. It's probably your fashion sense, all those things. That's a 6. Now, when you get to a 7, 8, 9, 10, that's exceptionally attractive. That means you're so attractive, you can monetize your attractiveness without resorting to sex work. So just because I make $10,000 a month on OnlyFans, doesn't mean you're 7 and up. Meaning you're actually a published paid model. You're modeling clothes. You're paid because of what you look like.
Right.
Joy Taylor, on Fox News 1.
Models are made to just be mannequins. That's what a model is. It's just a mannequin. That's what a mannequin is. It's a model.
Like Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor is a very smart woman. She has good sports takes. She knows what she's talking about. She's a fanatic of sports. Her brother is a Hall of Famer in the NFL. And, when you listen to her podcast, you listen to her on Speak for Yourself. I think it's just called Speak Now with Emmanuel Acho. She holds her own with former athletes. She knows what she's talking about. Right. Now, I preface that with this. That woman is absolutely gorgeous. And the part of the reason she's on that show.
You so close to the mic, we say gorgeous right there. You meant that. You meant that.
Yeah.
Joy
Taylor is
gorgeous.
I can't stay away. I can't stay away.
Carrie Hilson.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Carrie Hilson?
Beautiful.
Oh, man. I think she's beautiful, too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. As far as the way that you described it, I'm just going off that.
Yeah, she's exceptionally attractive.
Okay.
But so, one of the things a lot of people will say when they don't agree with like beauty standards or whatever, it's subjective. Yes, it is, but there's ranges. So like if there's a woman you think is a 10 that I probably think is an 8.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Meg, 7.5. Banging body.
Get out of here. Meg?
Yeah.
7.5?
Yeah. She her face is a little hard for me, but
I give her a 6.5.
Now if we just talking
I give her a 6. I
don't know, she's built. Man,
but I'll give her a 6.
Okay,
I've been around her a couple times. She
I mean, well, to me,
I give her a 5. Really,
I'm talking pure sex appeal, and I'm just saying, like, sexy ass woman. I mean, boom.
I mean, she's sexy. That doesn't have anything to do with how sexy she is.
But this what we're talking. I'm rating on attractiveness.
That's what I'm rating on.
Yeah. So I mean, but once again, like we're within a point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we are. I think. Okay, let me see. Let me see, man. Who's a 10? Who's a 10?
The 10 fluctuates because for a while there, I was feeling Tinashe like that. We tend to. The 10 is like, if I could choose any woman in the world, just based off looks, because most of these women we don't know.
Right.
We're just going off of that visceral feeling we get when we see them. So for a while it was Tinashe. Right now my big celebrity crush is Coco Jones. If y'all know who it is, she's an R&B singer, but she plays Hillary Banks in the new Bel Air series on Peacock. And yeah, I don't know. I was like, every time I see her.
Stupid knockout, gorgeous.
Like, I was just, and the voice is insane.
My goodness.
Like, I just heard her EP and I was like, oh my goodness. Like, every time I say, I'm like, whew. So, right now she's my 10, but the 10 is,
I think I'd put her at an 8, though. I put her at a 7.
Okay. I mean.
That's just me. I put her at she's
great.
Gorgeous.
So that's great. So like if I get a genie wish and I get to pick my chick, I don't have to worry about you picking the chick I want. So,
hilarious.
No offense, Coco. I would never want to like override your free will. I'm just saying I would wish,
I'm thinking as far as my 10, a 10 for me maybe it'd be like a 10 for me maybe would be like, because I'm so inside of people. I'm so inside. I'm too inside to rate. Because this is all above. Because I could say a chick is a 6, but then I think she was a 10 if she was just really, really, really cool. I like coolness now. I rate chicks on how cool they are. That's it.
Yeah, but
I don't even care how they look anymore. It's just if you're drama-free, stress-free, cool.
Well, see, this speaks to
you're a 10 to me. That's a 10 to me.
But see, this speaks to the male desire. Look, here's the thing. once again, we've already established men will willingly and happily fuck fours
Yeah.
because we just want to fuck something. But we're unlikely to be like, okay, a 4 is my main chick unless that's all we can get. Realistically, most men, a 6 is good enough to be like, yeah, that could be wifey, because especially if that 6 exhibits the behaviors that makes her likable enough for me to go, I can wake up to this person every day. I can trust this person with everything.
But what if a woman is? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I need, like, men and women are just too. We just so much. Like, what we're going for is so much different. Like, when you see men post, they're posting about how successful they're becoming, and when you see women post, they're posting about how they don't give a fuck about they ex anymore. They don't, or they're living their best life because they were always held back by a man or something.
So many women define themselves by the quality of man that they can get to commit to them. And what I mean by that is male and female sexual strategies are different. Men are selective. That means we're going to try to have sex with as many women as we possibly can.
Man, women are always trying to.
Women are K-selective, which means they want the highest quality partner possible. Because think about it. We have sperm. Men can produce sperm their entire lives. We literally release hundreds of millions every ejaculation. We waste probably 90% of all the sperm we ever produce.
99.9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nevertheless.
Yeah. And that's a guy with 10 kids. You know, I'm just saying, like,
most men ejaculations never involve a woman.
Yeah.
Women, on the other hand, their reproductive strategy is different because it's much higher stakes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So they have to be more selective. So most men, if they could get a 6,
Men gotta be selective too nowadays, man, because women will fuck a whole man.
Most men
women
can't
don't fuck
be
a man.
selective.
Look, I've seen women tell me, "Oh man, he started off great, but then it ended. Why'd y'all break up? Because he was drinking a lot and he was abusive and he was this and that and this and that and he was just not going for anything and he lost his ambition and or whatever, lost his leadership role with her and she didn't trust him anymore and this and that." And I'm like, you let that happen on your watch. That was your watch. You're supposed to inspire a man to be great. You know, because a man can climb more mountains than a woman. Just physically, we're built to climb. A woman might be built to climb 1 or 2 mountains, man. You know, I'm just saying.
I think a lot of women forget
I'm talking about
what their
spiritual
job is.
mountains, like mental mountains, and men are built to climb like hundreds and hundreds of mountains. And if a woman needs to be an inspiration for a man to keep climbing mountains, and that's the woman that he's never going to leave.
You know what a woman's prime directive is, and a lot of feminists will probably disagree with this, and that's fine. We can discuss it. The male ego is the most powerful force humanity's ever known. It is capable of building great, great things.
Right.
Almost every invention, all of that is built off the male. The rush we get when we build something, when we fix something,
right.
when we complete a monument, when we create,
100.
the rush a man gets. And so much of that is inspired by women. And not just inspired. A woman's prime directive, understanding what a man is going to be driven to do with or without them, is to manage that ego.
Right.
And so, like you said, you asked the woman, woman saying the relationship ended because he wasn't this, and this. You weren't managing his ego correctly.
You weren't. That's it.
The woman is the neck that turns the head that is the man.
I can't stay away.
Who's the best singer right now?
Best singer?
Who's the best singer out right now? In the women's world.
Damn.
Who's the best singer right now?
Right now, I'm just gonna go with what I've listened to. I listened to the SZA album. I listened to the last Summer Walker album.
Who's singing the best songs?
Right now, Coco Jones's EP right now is nice. I like it.
Who's singing the best songs though? Out of
Their
everybody?
songs, I mean, it's safe to say her, maybe.
Her. That makes sense.
I mean, that's a safe bet.
Gabby, what's up, Gabby?
Why you just got to drop the first name here?
That's
That's just I mean,
what's up, Gabs? How you doing?
yeah, she is amazing though.
She is. She's incredible.
She had Michael Parsons blushing, bro.
You think she's singing the best songs?
Damn sure writing them.
I think it's at a female albums. I would rate them, but I haven't heard them all straight through. I'm gonna be honest, like they don't make the albums for us, so I don't want to go there. I don't want to do any injustice.
I'll be honest. I don't like a lot.
As far as
Are we talking about this? We talking about R&B
as
or
far as
rap?
No, both.
Okay.
No, I'm saying just period in every genre. I think Yeba's singing. I think Yeba's out singing most of these women right now. I think Yeba is out singing most women right now. She's out singing. She's got video after video. She's
talking about
singing.
just like best voice?
She's killing. She's singing the best songs. When she's singing, you're like, this is incredible every time. I think her. I think Jasmine Sullivan is maybe getting up there, but she's just never fully got into the moment since maybe 2009. But I think Yeba's singing the best songs right now. She's on Drake's one of his albums, the Certified Lover Boy. You know, she's on his last big one, and I just think, I mean, all of his are big ones, but I'm saying the biggest one, the last one, the Certified Lover Boy.
Yeba is awesome. I heard her Tiny Desk. You showed me that.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah,
I showed him. You see that Yeba? I showed him.
You think she's gonna do the feature?
What you mean? Hopefully.
Hey man, get the boy a feature, man.
Please, Yeba. Nah, but I met her in 2019. She's a very nice, very humble, sweet woman. But I never seen someone really be phenomenal and never in her career kind of stay in the same place before. Like that. Like she does. You know? And her career, like, it's not like snowballing like Adele's did. And it's almost like they compare her to her because they're in the same kind of...
the same, you know, it's the Adele, you know, I mean, you know, Adele done lost a lot of weight now. I mean, let's just be honest, the looks matter.
Yeah.
But Yeba looks very average.
Yeah, she's pretty average looking.
You know what I'm saying?
She's pretty, but she looks like she's more beautiful inside than she is like standard beauty. She's got that beauty that you wouldn't know. She's probably got that.
Yeah, and when I talk about her looks, I'm not using this to downplay. No, it's just she's not a bombshell, and most people aren't. And whether it's fair or not, looks matter.
I'd marry her.
I'm sure you would.
I would.
I would too.
She's great.
She can sing to me like that every day.
She's great. You chills when she sings. Her is the same thing. Same thing with her. Same thing with Jasmine Sullivan.